Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Hunter x Hunter. It is episode 24 and you know what to do. If you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, and I'm mumbling a little bit. So, in my descriptions, follow the link, replace the parenthesis dot parts with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, well, past the mumbling, an interesting episode because it feels like the family just turned 180 on how to handle Killua, except for the mother. Yeah. So there is a lot of different opinions how to handle the Killua problem inside of this family, and we met a lot of them by now. So the question is, who is really in charge there? Who is in power? I'm not sure if it is Silver, who we see in this picture, the father, or if it is being the older one, Zeno, the grandfather. It isn't really mentioned. The one that is acting the most and acting as though she has the power is the mother. But it seems like she is not the one. So we had like a little split in this episode. So we had some past from Killua with his family, meeting Canary, and teaching her some stuff. We have seen the fight that she had, which was mentioned in the last episodes, by the other gate guard, who is the only survivor of this bandit group. If those were bandits, I'm not sure. And we learned a little bit about this shadow step and rhythm echo. So I'm pretty happy that she survived because I like her. I like the design, and I like the fact that she is like another person who tried to be a friend with Killua. You could clearly see why she was not able to accept his proposal of friendship. It was because the mother stood in the shadow of this tree. She was aware of it. I'm a bit surprised that Killua was not. That was a bit strange. Because what we have learned from him, he possibly should have seen her. But then you could argue that possibly she used some kind of shadow step ability there and just made herself visible to Canary. So you could like evade that a bit problematic question there. So due to the fact that Canary knew that the mother of Killua would never allow such a friendship, and it would possibly even be dangerous for her in her life, she just apologized instead. And thus Killua never really had any friend and never was able to get any. He was, I'm pretty sure he was not happy about it, but at all. He was possibly even hurt, but he just played over it because it was like, yeah, well, what were the chances, right? So it shows us again that this moment of Gon telling him, hey, wanna be friends, is a major thing. I mean, when it happened in the past, it was pretty clear that it's a cool and nice and important thing, but not how important it is to Killua, which we are learning right now. I really like it. So apart from that, we have seen the I will call them bandits, the bandit leader who proclaimed to be a hunter. I'm not sure about that one. I mean, he was at least able to injure Canary, but I'm not sure if he really was a hunter, but it might be. So this spitting a throwing knife from your tongue, pretty clever trick. And it surprised her. That's just the thing. She was surprised by it. She didn't see that one coming. That's why it worked. Apart from that, she possibly dominated the whole fight. And after that happened, she did as well. So he just got her once due to something she has never seen before being done. That's it. That's one thing. Now, that's, as I said, it is a split episode. That's one part. The other and way more important part was about Killua in the mansion itself and his family interacting. So his burly brother, I guess he's an older brother, Mill. So he's someone who's more killing by equipment. And it feels to me like we really, really have to look out for mosquitoes now, seeing that he's putting bombs on them. So that means that's a really, really compact bomb. That's efficient. So he's more like the clever type, the tinkerer. So I guess we will meet this family again, and then we might get problems with him. But on the other hand, he does not realize, or did not realize, the fact that those chains could never hold Killua at all. Possibly they could in the past, but they could not yet now. Killua just accepted them because he was like, I think I owe Mother and you kind of an apology for stabbing you. So yeah, that's a weird one. We have finally encountered the grandfather, Zeno, who seems, from what we've seen, like a cool and nice guy because he just let him go. It was not like he had to let him, but he just said, like, you can go whenever you want to. So it's more like a you don't have to stay thing. That does not mean that Zeno is by definition a nice and positive guy. I mean, he is the grandfather of this assassin's family, so very, very likely he has a lot of dark and shadowy secrets, and he might be a negative character as well, who just is aware more than the mother is, and Mill is, that you cannot really hold Killua, at least not if you want him to become what you want him to become, which is the leader of the family, which is leading over directly to this very nice fella here. So Silver. On the outside from this one episode, from what we've seen, you would guess he's a nice one, you know, finally having a father-son relationship, touching the head of Killua, being nice and polite, saying so nice things like, you are your own person, you have to find your own path, you can come back whenever you want. You know, that all sounds very, very nice. But if you see what he is and who he is a good actor as well. I mean, as an assassin, you have to be able to act and look like someone else and act like someone else. So it is quite possible that that was just an act. It just was a lie. We couldn't see that in the end when there was this moment with him and his wife, the mother. This dark, shadowy laughter that he had there, this very, evil laughter he had there in this moment, made it feel more like he's playing his own game there. The fact that he made Killua do a blood oath on always staying with his friends, never betray them. I really, really ask myself if he is setting up a trap there. I mean, if you just take this father-son moment and you deny the fact that he's an assassin and you deny the fact what happened in the end of the episode, this blood oath would seem very positive, like, hey man, always stay by your friends' sides and we are very alike, which sounds a bit like he had friends in the past as well, and maybe he betrayed them and he does not want Killua to do it. But to me, I think it might be even the other way around. That sure, he had friends, but he is playing his game now with Killua, making him swear to always be true to his friends, and having the abilities that he has and the options and possibly money and influence in an enormous amount, he will possibly be able to set up a trap that makes Killua betray his friends because he has to. There are options to do stuff like that. So I kind of see that being foreshadowed. I'm still curious about, there are two more characters that were in there. There was Kaluto, and we had this very minor but existing moment when Gon talked to her and they just stated, we are the friends of Killua. The fact that, and they did not lie, they believed it, and seeing how aware those assassins are, it is very likely that Kaluto realized they really believe that they are his friends. It is possible to have friends. Maybe we just spoiled another of those family members. Just saying. It's not sure yet. And last but not least, the mother. I don't know what she is. I mean, she looks like, no question, like female. It's all about the head part, you know. This red dot there. She did see what's going on in the mansion, so I guess she's kind of connected to the security system. She is possibly seeing through the cameras, something like that. Seeing that her one son Mill is creating such tiny bombs. Possibly, maybe she's having like spy flies around there, or I don't know, just guessing. But she did see what her father did, and she did see what her husband did. Which brings me to the question: seeing that this is a family, which side is which? We have a grandfather, so he is a member of the assassin family originally. Okay, and then the question is, who is the one that his direct daughter or son is? So from the reaction of the mother, I would guess she is the direct descendant from the assassin family, while Silver is someone who is married into. But then you do call your father-in-law father as well later on. So it might be the other way around and she married in. I'm not sure about that. From outer appearance, from the view and the looks, it is not clear, because the grandfather has white hair, sure, but he's old, so that does not have to mean much. I'm not sure about his eyes. We don't know about the eyes of the mother at all, because we do not see it, if she even has some. So it's not clear who married into the family. Which, however, would tell you a lot about the person, because if you are born in such a family, you will be tried to be raised fitting, as we see for Killua. But someone outside of the family marrying in, I mean, who marries into an assassin family? And has possibly even the potential to be power-wise some kind of equal. So that's a big question. Who is the original one and who just married in? Maybe you know it, and if it is no spoiler, you're very welcome to share. So that's it for me this time. Interesting episode. As I said, there is a little bit of foreshadowing. I look forward to see what Canary is doing next. I guess she will stay there. Question is, will she open up to Killua about the fact that she really wants to be his friend, but just was not allowed to? We will see. And I think Killua will join the group pretty soon, possibly next or second next episode. That's it for me this time. As always, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.